Ramdass quotes, when you go out into the woods and you look at trees, you see all these different trees, and some of them are bent, and some of them are straight, and some of them are evergreens, and some of them are whatever. And you look at the tree and you allow it. You see why it is the way it is. You sort of understand that it did not get enough light and so it turned that way, and you don't get all emotional about it. You just allow it. You appreciate the tree. The minute you get near humans, you lose all that, and you are constantly saying, you are to this, or I am to this. That judgment mind comes in, and so I practice turning people into trees, which means appreciating them just the way they are. We are all affecting the world every moment, whether we mean to or not. Our actions and states of mind matter because we are so deeply interconnected with one another. Let's trade in all our judging for appreciating. Let's lay down our righteousness and just be together. A feeling of aversion or attachment towards something is your clue that there is work to be done. The next message you need is always right where you are. I can do nothing for you but work on myself. You can do nothing for me but work on yourself. The game is not about becoming somebody, it is about becoming nobody. Every religion is the product of the conceptual mind attempting to describe the mystery. If you think you are free, there is no escape possible. Learn to watch your drama unfold while at the same time knowing you are more than your drama. I am not interested in being a lover, I am interested in only being love. It is only when caterpillarness is done that one becomes a butterfly. That again is part of this paradox. You cannot rip away caterpillarness. The whole trip occurs in an unfolding process of which we have no control. Information is just bits of data. Knowledge is putting them together. Wisdom is transcending them. We are here to awaken from the illusion of separateness. If you think you are enlightened, go home for Thanksgiving. The resistance to the unpleasant situation is the root of suffering. It's all real and it's all illusory, that's awareness. When we see the beloved in each person, it is like walking through a garden, watching flowers bloom all around us. Our whole spiritual transformation brings us to the point where we realize that in our own being we are enough. Everything in your life is there as a vehicle for your transformation. Use it. It's very different because the Indians live as if they are their souls and Americans live as if they are their egos. Across planes of consciousness, we have to live with the paradox that opposite things can be simultaneously true. Healing doesn't mean going back to the way things were before, but rather allowing what is now to move us closer to God. Our interactions with one another reflect a dance between love and fear. The question we need to ask ourselves is whether there is any place we can stand in ourselves where we can look at all that's happening around us without freaking out, where we can be quiet enough to hear our predicament, and where we can begin to find ways of acting that are at least not contributing to further destabilization. In our relationships, how much can we allow them to become new, and how much do we cling to what they used to be yesterday? Suffering is the sandpaper of our incarnation. It does its work of shaping us. The ego is an acquisite instrument. Enjoy it, use it, just don't get lost in it. By acting compassionately, by helping to restore justice and to encourage peace, we are acknowledging that we are all part of one another. There is much more in any given moment than we usually perceive, and that we ourselves are much more than we usually perceive. When you know that, part of you can stand outside the drama of your life. Just because you are seeing divine light, experiencing waves of bliss, or conversing with gods and goddesses is no reason to know your zip code. Emotions are like waves. Watch them disappear in the distance on the vast, calm ocean. All spiritual practices are illusions created by illusionists to escape illusion. Prolong not the past, invite not the future. Do not alter your innate wakefulness. Fear not appearances. There is nothing more than this. Compassion refers to the arising in the heart of the desire to relieve the suffering of all beings.